last day, Cal. I'm sorry, I'm running a few minutes behind. So if you've been waiting, I'm finally here. It's been a busy morning, as always, in the Moore household, but I am here and I'm excited to chat with you guys today about any other questions you have. I know this is the final day, but no worries. Keep posting in the group. Keep making your projects. I know some of you are maybe still just getting your yarn, or you're still just working on those granny squares. If you're working on one of the bigger projects, it definitely was time consuming. Now I may be streaming also. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Michelle. MJ of MJ's Off the Hook. I could be streaming in Hannah and Brianna's group because they are going to join me in a little while. So if I am in their groups and you're wondering who this person is, they will be joining me later. But first, we're going to get down to questions. Any questions you have, anything that you want to talk to me about before next week. I am going on holidays, but I will still be in the Facebook community group checking things out to see if you guys are struggling with anything. So make sure to pop your questions in now, but I will be in the group next week. In the description box of this video, the link will be for the Facebook group. If you haven't joined the group yet, make sure to join it so that you can post your pictures, post your questions in there. That is the space that you are going to get the fastest response. Our group is amazing. Everyone is there willing to help and figure stuff out for you, and usually can get to you quicker than I can. So the group is the place to be. So hello, everyone. Everyone's joining in and saying hello. All kinds. So I guess there's rain and a thunderstorm in Sweden this morning. It is a little rainy here today in Canada as well, and we're still foggy and smoky, and yeah, we still have really bad air quality. So we're hoping that will pass soon and that we can enjoy some time outside next week, because we've kind of been not wanting to go out in this weather because they say it's really bad to be breathing in this air right now. Okay, so I have a question here about the Crochet Along. So this is your first time. So there is a link in the description box of this video, and it has an information page about the Crochet Along, and you can sign up. Even though I won't be doing lives anymore, you can still sign up. When you sign up, you're going to get the supply list. You're going to get a mood guide, so that sort of color inspirations and how you can put together. The only thing is today is the last day to get the ebook with all the bonuses. The ebook will still be available after, but right now, if you purchase the ebook today, you're going to get the Understanding Gauge Guide. You're going to get the Perfect Fit Guide, a bonus pattern, and a coupon code. So all of that is ending today. So make sure, if you're interested in the ebook that goes along with the Granny Style Crochet Along, to pick that up right away so that you don't miss out on those bonuses. They will be available individually after today, but this is just sort of the special during the 2 weeks of this Crochet Along. So basically, the Crochet Along will continue happening in my Facebook community group. So that is where you can post your pictures, ask your questions. You're going to see lots of the patterns being made. We've had so many bags made, lots of tops. We've seen lots of granny squares, no finished cardigans or skirts yet, but they will be coming. So that's where you're going to see, and that's where it's going to be exciting, and you're going to get all ideas and see other people's color choices. And that's where we really get inspired to get creating and show off your version of the patterns. So I'll just show you briefly some of the patterns that we were working on. So the halter top, which is here, and it has that nice little granny stitch on the bottom, which you can also make into a dress. So we have the dress version as well, and you can play around with your colors. Solid, you can do multi. So this is perfect for the beach, especially with everybody's holidays coming up. We've seen a few finished in the group, and one even the other day modeled on the beach, which was amazing. And then here also I wanted to show you the version if you want to stripe out the colors. So that's really fun as well. So that's one of the patterns that are included. We also have the skirt, which is done in the granny squares, which is also amazing for the beach. So another great, just, you know, to pull up on over your bathing suit. It's all done in this beautiful soft cotton comfy sport from We Crochet. So here is the skirt version, and it looks really, really cute with the top. And you can make the top longer if you don't want to show off your stomach, but for the young girls that want that crop style, you can do it. And I have my daughter modeling that with the crop version. And then also there is a cardigan as well done in the same granny square. And here is the cardigan, and you can make it different lengths. You can make it crop, you can make it the hip length, or even a tunic length. So really whatever you want. So those are the designs that are all included in the ebook. And I just wanted to mention that the cardigan that I'm wearing today is my newest release. So it is the Granny Pop Cardigan, which kind of really pulls into all this theme. The pullover was so popular. I had so many requests for the cardigan. And if you are not one that wants to make a whole bunch of granny squares and you don't like seaming and don't want to seam anything together, then you're going to love this design because there's no seaming and it's worked from the top down. Here is the colored version, and then I'm wearing it in the solid. So how we make this cardigan is we do some increases here for our front panels, but it's all worked in rows. So you're working back and forth in rows. And then once you separate out your body and your sleeves, you're going to join on and do those sleeves in the round, but you're just joining on. So again, there's no seaming because you're just working your sleeves in the round. And you're not going to have any side seams or anything with this cardigan because you're just working it all back and forth in rows. So if you're interested in that, that's now on my blog. It's also available in my shops, and I have a special code right now that you can get 20% off the pattern. So, and that code is Pop Cardi. So you'll see that in any of my Facebook posts that we have this on sale only till July 3rd. But also if you buy the ebook, you're going to get a 30% off coupon code. So if you do buy the ebook, use your 30% off coupon code, and then you can get even more of a discount off that. So I'm going to go through comments again now and just make sure that I answer all of your questions, because if you are struggling with anything, now is the time where you have my full attention and I can chat with you about any issues. Okay. This one here is just that she's purchased the pattern and you're using Mary Maxim Prism in the Seaside yarn. And I think that should say the Granny Pop Cardigan, but the colors of Prism are just absolutely stunning. I need to order some more colors in because I've used sort of my first batch of colors I ordered, but I'm really wanting to order some more colors. So the color that I was showing you is Lakeside, kind of has the blues and the browns in it, which a lot of you had mentioned that you would love to see this even for a man, which this color would look really great for men. And I have given you instructions in the PDF pattern for decreases. If you aren't sure how to do a granny stitch decrease, I have written out instructions on how to do that. So the pattern is not written for decreases because this is sort of the style is sort of a sleeve like this, not a tapered. But if you were making it for a man and you wanted to do some decreases so they had more of a tailored like look to it, then I've given instructions on how to do that in the PDF. Okay, so the thumb join. I'm having trouble with the thumb join. I persevered and finally mastered it. Game changer for granny square color changes. Thank you for the tutorial. That's amazing, Karen, that you persevered with that, because I know it is a challenge. It took me a while myself to get the hang of the thumb join, but it really is a game changer with all of those tails. And just make sure again with the yarn you're using that the knot does not well. Like if you're using a silky yarn, there's a good chance that it's not going to hold. And I would hate for that to happen for you. You don't want to do all of that hard work, but the cotton yarn does really like the texture of it. It just does really not well. And also like some of your wool yarns and even some acrylic yarns will not really well. It just depends on the type of yarn that you're using. So just, I would test it out beforehand, but if you're using the comfy cotton, it worked really well for this particular pattern. And definitely I've been playing around with it on some other patterns as well. And the wool yarns tend to grip really well as well. But if you're struggling with that, there are lots of other different types of knots, but if it starts taking you too much time, I feel like you might as well just weave the ends. So you want to find something that you can do quickly, which is what I like about the thumb join, is that it is a quick, you can do it quickly and it's not adding a lot of time. Where if you start getting into like Russian joins or joins that are or that it's harder to measure the distance, like how much of the yarn where you want the join, like that can kind of get complicated with some of the different methods. So just make sure that you're using something that's going to work well. I'm also going to just pop up. Let me see if you're wanting to scan, if you have not joined and you want to still join the crochet along, even though we're kind of wrapping officially it up, it is going to continue throughout the summer. So if you still want to join, you can scan that QR code and that will take you over to the page that gives you all of the information about the crochet along. So I'll just leave that up for a minute. So if you want to scan that, you can. But again, the links will be in the description box of the video. So no worries, you can find all of the links to the ebook and the patterns and all that stuff. So the patterns are on my blog as well. The free versions are on the blog, and then we have PDF patterns that are paid, and then the ebook that kind of puts it all together with all the bonuses to help you. I know a lot of you that are new to making garments, maybe you haven't done a gauge swatch. Maybe you're not sure how to do a gauge swatch. Maybe you're not sure how to adjust when your gauge is wrong. Like, do you go up a hook or down a hook? What if your stitches are right, but your rows are wrong? What if your rows are right and your stitches are wrong? Like all of those questions we answer in the Understanding Gauge Guide. And then also for making garments, you're really wanting to make sure, for one, that your gauge is correct so it fits you, but also knowing your body measurements, knowing your body type so that you can alter these patterns accordingly and make modifications. But I've included in that guide on how to measure step by step all of the parts that you want to measure. And there's even a sheet in there where you can mark all of your measurements down, so you can refer to that when you're making any other garment, so you know your measurements. And another good tip is, if you have certain items that you like the fit, give them a measure and see the difference in ease. So the measuring guide's also going to explain to you about garment ease. So for instance, the garment I'm wearing today has a positive ease on my body of about 8 inches. So that's going to be a nice big oversized fit, which is usually, you know, what we maybe want for a comfy sweater or a cardigan. So understanding your ease, understanding how you like your garment to fit, because maybe you're not like me. Maybe you like your cardigan to fit a little bit more to your body size. So you can choose the size of the garment that you decide to make based on your measurements, your preference, and how much ease you want, all of those little details. And then we all have different body types as well. So knowing your body type, like for instance, with the dress we made, if you're bigger up top, you're not going to want to do increases as you work down for your hips. But if you have larger hips and smaller up top, you're going to want to make increases for your hips. So just knowing your body type, knowing how you're going to want to adjust the pattern to fit you, because the better your garment fit, the happy you're going to be and the more you're going to wear them. So that's my little spiel on that. But these guides I've included with the ebook just so you can read through them, begin to understand a little bit more about garments and how to adjust and make sure you're doing those gauge swatches before you start. There's nothing worse than getting in and doing a whole bunch of work to a pattern and then realizing your gauge has been off and it's come out too big or too small, and you're going to end up like, I get a lot of feedback sometimes on patterns that the patterns maybe come out really big or too small, but it's because they haven't done a gauge swatch and they haven't understood gauge. So the pattern has not worked out for them, not because there's anything wrong with the pattern, but because they didn't adjust their yarn or hook or accordingly to meet the gauge of the pattern. So understanding that is going to set you up for success, which is what we want when we're making garments. Now, we also have a bag, which I don't think I showed you. I don't think I have my bag with me. There's also the crossbody bag, which if you don't want to jump into garment making, you can still join in and make the bag. And we've had so many people make the bags. You only need to do 4 granny squares. And you don't even necessarily need to make the strap, because I've given you options to purchase a strap through Amazon. And the strap, there's so many different colors and options to choose from. You guys will just want to buy a whole bunch of straps and then make a bunch of bags. So that's a quick pattern that a lot of people have really enjoyed. I also did a YouTube video on how to add a zipper really simply just by crocheting around the zipper. I probably have an example here somewhere in my stuff. But if you really don't want to get out a needle and thread and you just want something really simple and easy, I've given you a tutorial on how you can stick that zipper in just by getting a zipper, crocheting around it, and then just using your yarn needle and thread to just sew it in. So I'm going to look again through comments so that I'm not missing any of your questions. So some people are still dealing with the smoke as well. Even though we've had rain where I am in Canada, the smoke is still really, really bad and the air quality has just been terrible. Okay, so we have a question about the yarn. So I used Comfy Sport from We Crochet. And if you sign up, you're going to get all the information. You're going to get a coupon code with 30% off your order. And right now, We Crochet does have their big summer sale on. So there's a huge summer sale happening. So the yarn is discounted up to 50% off. Plus, if you use the coupon code, I think it's 20% off. 20% off. There's a coupon code included with the when you sign up in the supply list, you're going to get a coupon code. So go ahead and sign up for the Crochet Along so you get all of that information. You get your coupon code. So the yarn is a cotton acrylic blend. So I believe it's, I need to grab one of my balls here. Okay. It is, so these are just small little balls. It's a sport weight. So that is a number 2. And it's 75% Pima cotton and 25% acrylic. And it is so soft and beautiful. And it's perfect for, you know, making your garments light for the summer and breathable. So this is from We Crochet. And I have a coupon code if you sign up. And like I say, right now it's on sale. So you want to grab, basically you want to grab any yarn that you're looking at wanting to purchase, because right now is the time to do it. And my friend Brianna said, amazing collection. Thanks so much, Brianna. And she will be joining us later. I'm so excited that Hannah and Brianna are going to hop on here with me. If you've done our crochet alongs before, we normally do crochet alongs together. So it will be exciting to have them join me in a little bit. And someone else again mentioned the thumb join. You definitely need to check it out and try to learn. So I'm just going through. So if I'm like not talking, it's just I'm going through. I love to make crochet, but I'm too big. And no, that is so not true. My sizing does go up to 5X, but a lot of my garments are even if you're bigger than a 5X, it's okay, because most of them have a lot of ease. So they may fit you. Like for instance, this sweater that I'm wearing, because of the ease, my largest size actually goes up to 73-inch plus size. So never be afraid of that. Even if you are a plus size woman, you can still crochet your own clothes. And sometimes it's even better because you can really customize even better to your body rather than buying from a store where it's not going to be a custom fit. So I try all of my patterns now. When I first started out, I didn't do as bigger sizes, but the last several years now, I've been including up to 5X in all my patterns so that they're inclusive, X small to 5X. And you can always reach out in the group as well to other women who have made the patterns if they've had to make adjustments, which is what I love about the community group is that there's so many people in there that have made them in the different sizes or customized them to their body type. So just join the group and post your questions in there. Or if you bought a pattern and you need to modify it, then just let us know in the group so that myself and the group members can help you out. Okay, so we have another question. Can you make the cardigan with hexagon granny squares? This pattern is not designed for that, but if you want to make a hexagon granny square, you would have to play around again with the chart because it's going to be different than a square chart. So what I've included in the patterns is how the squares are all laid together with your sleeves and your front and your back. So the hexagon is going to be different. Now, I'm sure if you search that there's lots of patterns out there that are already done that you could make a hexagon because that would be beautiful to do one. But I think you're going to struggle because my directions are not, first of all, for a hexagon, and then the chart is not going to match up. So it would be a little bit of trial and error on your part, or you may want to go find a particular pattern that uses hexagons. Okay, we have another one working on seaming my squares together for the skirt. That's really exciting, Terry. Please post in the group so we can see. We haven't seen any finished. I don't believe we've seen any finished skirts yet or cardigans. I'm really excited to see them put together because I've seen lots of the squares and they're going to look absolutely beautiful. Someone is also asking, is all this information in your ebook? Yes, it is. Everything I've been talking about where in regards to gauge and body measurements, all those things are included in the bonuses, but you're going to want to grab that today. June 30th, it's the last day to get the ebook with all of the bonuses. You're going to get all the patterns in the ebook, and also the color inspiration guide is in the ebook, but those actual separate guides that are specific on gauge and body measurements, the perfect fit guide and the understanding gauge guide, and also the bonus pattern and the extra 30% off coupon code for my shop ends today. So make sure to grab that today if you're interested. And that is $27 US. So you're getting all 4 patterns, all of the bonuses, everything for $27 US. I have the ebook on my wish list. I have one more day to make it happen. Yeah, so if you're really wanting it, today is definitely the day to grab it. Otherwise, if you have been watching and you're maybe just interested in the guides, I will be getting them up in my Etsy shop as well. So you will be able to purchase them separately. If you just want to get the understanding gauge guide or you want to get the perfect fit guide, you will be able to do that as well. Okay, so I have a question here about how to do the increases in the cover-up dress. She's stuck on understanding it. Okay, so how we begin may have a little example here. Go through my pile with all my stuff. I never did get back to finishing this top I was working on. But here is one of the cups for the top, and you're going to start out with a row. Okay, so you're starting out just chaining a row. Then you're going to add an extra stitch. So you're going to work up all of your chains on the one side. You're going to do an extra stitch. That's going to be your center, okay? And then you're going to work down the other side all of the stitches. So it kind of gets you that you're going in that shape. Then you're going to add that stitch marker in your center stitch. So you can see I keep using my stitch marker as I work. So the next row, I'm going to tell you to place that stitch marker right in that center stitch that we have. And then each row after that, you're going to be adding 5 stitches into the marked stitch. Okay, so that's where you're increasing. So as you can see, we go up. This is the increase. So as you pull your marker up each row, you're putting it into the center stitch. So when you have 5 stitches, the third stitch is your center. So that's where you put your marker, and that's where you do your increase each row. So I hope that makes sense. And I do go through that in the video. So if you haven't watched the video, make sure to go watch the video tutorial, and I will show you step by step how to do that. So I have a question about the fall yarn. And when the girls come on, we will chat a little bit about the fall crochet along we're going to do. I was looking at the yarn for the fall cal and wondered if the project is going to be a garment. I may choose a non-wool yarn as it is itchy for me. Also wondered if we need multiple colors. So it will be a garment. We are making garments. We're probably going to have some other things as well because we like to do bonuses and add extras, but it is going to be granny style. We're pulling that theme all through the year, and they're going to be garments. So now let me see if I can find the yarn that we're using for that. Just give me a second. I should have had this handy, guys. So upcycle alpaca blend is what we are using. So it's 33% alpaca, 34% wool, and 33% acrylic. I mean, it's not itchy at all. It's really soft. But if you want to use something else, check out the yards per gram. So there's 219 yards per 100 grams on one of these balls. So if you want to swap that out for another worsted weight. Now my pattern, we will talk about this a little bit later when the girls come on. My pattern's using 3 colors, but the other girls could be using a lot more. I'm not really sure. And I don't have my yarn amounts yet. So I know I'm using a lot because mine is going to be big and long, and yes, I'm going to be using a lot of yarn. So we can't give you too much information yet because we haven't completely finished the patterns, but I know we will be getting our testers for them soon once we get them ready, and we'll be getting all of that planned really, really soon because we like to be organized and prepared. And fall will be here before we know it. That's the way it goes. Okay, so here is just another question about gauge. I didn't do a gauge swatch with my first 3 cardigans, and each one was a little baggy, so I'm going to start. Yes, exactly. And then you know that it's going to come out how you want it. So just doing that square, like 6 by 6 inches, and then measuring, usually it's 4 inches, but it's always good to go bigger and get those, because sometimes if you're looking at stitches at the ends, maybe they're like not just perfect. So I like to go into kind of like the center and make sure that I get a good when I'm comfortable in my crocheting too, because sometimes you can do a swatch and your tension can be different than when you're actually crocheting. So try to really get into that space where, like, if you were sitting and just crocheting away. Another quick question on ease. So the ease is the amount of fabric that is different from your actual measurement. So if your bust is, let's say, 30 inches and the finished garment is 36 inches, then that would be 6 inches of ease. So that's going to give you bagginess. If you want it to be close fitting, then you would probably go with a classic fit is about 2 inches of ease. And then you can have exactly your body measurements, which would be, you would want to pick the size to be right, let's say 30 inches. And then you also have negative ease, which is typically in the halter top style, we have negative ease because it's going to stretch. If you want it to be actually fitted, you want to crochet the garment smaller than your actual size. because even if you crochet it to your measurement, when you put a garment on, it's going to have stretch, it's going to have flexibility. So even if you crochet it right to your measurement, you're still going to have some looseness there. If you really want something tight fitting and snugger across your body, you're going to go to a negative ease. So that's just a little bit of information. And again, if you measured yourself and one of your favorite tops, then you would kind of see, oh, this is the amount of ease that I like. And then that can vary depending on what you're wearing as well. I'm going to try to get through some of these questions before I bring my girls in. They're waiting in the background now, but let's try and get through a couple of these questions and then we'll pull them in. Do you think the top and cover-up dress would be okay made in acrylic? If not cotton, just for drape, would it look nice? I think it can still look nice in an acrylic as well. It all depends, again, on your purpose. Like if you don't care if it's not absorbent or anything like that, the acrylic, and there's so many nice acrylics with beautiful drape. It really varies so much from yarn to yarn, even when it's in a similar fiber. So just finding something that you love, that, you know, do your swatch, see sort of the drape you're going to get with it, and then decide really what your purpose is for it. If you want it to just be a top, or if you want to wear it as a dress and put a slip under it. I had a lot of questions about that as well with the skirt and the dress. If you put a slip on underneath it, it's perfect to wear out. So just add a slip and you could wear it for more than just the beach. Some people just ordering their yarn, but it's okay. Just join in. I mean, I may be able to try to pop on another live later. I am going to be away next week, but I will be back again, and maybe I can pop on again just to kind of check in with everybody and see. Meant the increase on the pattern part. Oh, to make the dress. Okay, so she wasn't talking about the top. She's talking about the dress. So that information is in the pattern. So that's not on the blog. So the increases are all included in the pattern. And I tell you like where to add your increases. And I give you a few rounds of increases, but then you can always increase it more if you need to. So that's, again, understanding your body type. But if you are bigger up top and you have a narrower hip, you may not want to do increases at all. But those are all, the increase directions are included in the PDF. Oh, someone had, this would be cool. So somebody posted a picture of this. It was something you could order, but you can totally make this as well to do the, would be interested in 2 granny square cross body shoulder purse. So I'm thinking you're maybe meaning doing the strap in the granny square, which would be really, really cool to do that. The top is similar to your stroll in the park halter top. With the comfy cotton work for that pattern too. So the stroll in the park is done in fingering weight yarn. So there are, you can get comfy fingering. So you could swap it out, and then it is done in a very similar way. The cups and stuff are done very similar. So it's just different weight yarns. So you would want to stick with, unless you want to make modifications, you would want to stick with the yarn weight that I used for the stroll in the park halter top. And then it has a different and more of a solid body, not sort of that open stitch like the granny. So we had thought I would share this. Caitlin from We Crochet was live this week. She said that due to the fact of the upcycle alpaca is a mill and yarn, when it is gone, it will be gone. Yeah, so it will be gone when it's gone, but we're going to enjoy it while it's here. Yeah, so yeah, stock up on any colors. So, okay, so I think I've got through everything. So I'm going to bring, let me see here how I can. Oh, there's Hannah.
Hey, it worked. Hi.
Hey, Hannah.
I've been enjoying watching you.
And oh, there you as well. So now I just need to figure out how to get my screen.
Make it all go back. I'm excited to be here and talk about this awesome collection.
I'm going to figure this out. If not, Brianna's going to have to tell me how to get this.
It's like I'm normally in charge.
I'll just come on and say all the flattering things because it's so amazing. If you haven't purchased this, you need to go purchase this. It's amazing. Oh, hey. We're going back and forth. I think it's so, like, just start hitting all the buttons at the bottom center.
I know. Exactly. I'm like, okay, I'm hitting all of these buttons and they're not changing. It's like they're going to let one of us or all of us be in here. This is interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay,
I have 0 buttons.
Okay, let's put Hannah on here because Hannah has something starting on Monday. So I'm going to let you chat for a second while I play with the buttons.
Yeah, play with the buttons. I do. Hi, everyone. I went live earlier today, so my lot are probably bored of me now, but I'm going to do the Time to Bloom blanket, which is behind me here, and we are launching a crochet along on Monday. So Monday the 3rd of July till the end of July, but kind of like how Michelle, Brianna and I do all these crochet alongs, whether we do them together or individually, there's no hard and fast rules, there's no deadlines, all that kind of stuff. Similar to how Michelle has done hers, there's a free option or there's a paid option. Just sign up, come and join us. And I was thinking while you were talking, Michelle, if anyone's got any leftover sport weight comfy, I think that would work brilliantly for this. So if you've got any like colours that you want to use for the centre motifs of these hexagons, then that would be awesome. But I made mine in Heatherly, so they're all We Crochet yarns. And I've done yarn packs for Brava Sports. I've done Heatherly and I've done Wool of the Andes, but their comfy sport would work really well as well. Like there's loads of lovely sport weight yarns that you could use for it. So yeah, come and join. I don't even know if I can put a link in anywhere to tell. Well, I'll share a link later for it.
You can add it in after. Yeah. So hopefully they can still hear us talking. This is so weird. I think it's glitchy. I think this thing is just glitchy because I've hit all of the buttons to share our screens with each other, but it's not. Yeah, it's not.
I wonder if everyone can hear all of us. If you're not on the screen, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Because I can hear you fine. Are you still there, Brianna?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, yeah. So we can hear each other.
Buttons, like, can I hit a button? And I'm like, I find no buttons I can hit.
I know. Here's Brianna. Brianna's on here too. So people have been asking us about the fall. So how many colors? Yeah, I have 3 colors in my design, but I thought maybe you could share. You have 3 as well?
Yep.
Okay, and people are saying that they can hear everyone. So we just all be at the screen on the same time. This is so silly. This is really so silly. I don't know why this has to do this to us. Usually we come on here together all the time and there's no.
I know. Yeah, I don't know why it's not liking us today. So I am so excited for fall. We are ridiculously excited for fall. Like I love summer. Don't get me wrong. Summer is amazing, and I even love summer crafting. But once we started even just chatting about what's coming this fall, I'm like, all right, let's move aside summer. Let's get to fall. I am so excited. So if you're purchasing yarn today, it's on such a great summer sale. If you're already in there purchasing yarn from Michelle's amazing Granny Square collection, just go ahead and check out the yarn, pick out 3 colors. I don't know for Michelle's, I know for mine, I'm going to have a lot of a main color and then some accent colors. So if you're thinking about a sweater, think like main color, accent colors, throw in extras because you'll use it. We have so many other projects. I'm sure we'll throw in some accessories to use the extra colors for. But it's such an amazing yarn sale. You might as well just grab some. Especially because Caitlin said once that yarn is gone, it's gone. I think it'll be here for a while, so don't fret. But it, might as well. Oh, hey,
there I am. You're back. No, I just wondered if it would let me select all 3 of us, but it doesn't. It's only letting me maximize one at a time. It's weird because you guys are all on the side. You're not underneath like normally.
I don't even see Hannah backstage. I feel like I'm by myself. So.
I can see you.
Oh, you can see me backstage? Okay, I have no idea. I think it is glitchy. I think it is being glitchy then.
Yeah. We use Restream so that we can stream to like different platforms at the same time, but it won't let me stream to the community group anymore either. It's stopped letting me do that. Oh, the fun, the joys of technology.
So I think I haven't told you guys this, but I think I'm going to be using nearly all the colours that we are all using for it's in my hand, so I won't let on. I'll hide it. Because what I was thinking, if people order like a main colour and then 2 colours that they like for your designs, then I'll make sure that I pull them all together and they can use the leftovers with mine.
Nice.
Mine's not going to take as much yarn as your 2 designs. So,
yeah. So yeah, so mine's going to be, again, a granny square theme. It's going to be a different square. And so I've been working away on my squares, and I have 3 colors, and my center color right now is using the most. So I ran out of it after 17 squares. That's all I know so far.
Yeah,
and
so mine is sitting in front of me, and I just realized I use 4. I changed it. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do a little bit of I don't want to show it on camera, but I'm looking here. I'm like, oh, that's right. I switched. You know that you start in one way and you're like, wait, I could make this even cooler. I added another color because then it has more of an ombre effect for the whole garment. I'm not even going to show you because I feel like we can't do any sneak peeks yet.
Shall I do a sneak? I've got all of the yarn in my hand. Shall I do a peek?
Can you show a sneak peek of the yarn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put Hannah back up now since we're one at a time here. Beautiful.
So pretty.
These kind of colors.
Yes.
Are what we're using, aren't they? There's a darker green I've got as well.
Yep.
This kind of stuff.
So pretty.
Oh, that's my dog. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, maybe we should restart the call. Like we could, but anyways, we don't have too much longer to chat anyways, so we'll just make it work. We'll just take turns on the screen. But it's really exciting. We always have so much fun working together and doing these collections. We all kind of did our own thing this summer. So I did mine, and then Hannah has her blanket. Do you have your blanket there, Hannah?
I think it's behind her.
Oh, it's behind you. Yeah. So Hannah's blanket crochet along starts starting Monday officially.
I'm on mute. Sorry, the dog was barking so much. I made this tiny version for the video tutorial because I didn't want the whole thing like in the video thing. But I actually really like it.
I love it. It's so cute.
And I joined it.
You could turn that into a pillow.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah, and actually,
totally.
If they're a bit intimidated or haven't got time, etc., to do the big blanket, can just make a little one. So
that's so pretty. Yeah. I love that.
Awesome. And then Brianna has something coming up as well too.
So I think I'm going to move up my launch date because I'm sitting here and like it's ready to go. And I keep adding to it. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to go overboard. So maybe I should just launch this next week so I stop adding to it. But I'm going to give a little sneak peek of the concept of it. So I'm doing Christmas in July again this year. And we're doing like Marley Bird's doing one too. So mine is toe up, hers is top down. But this is like a create your own holiday home decor with these stockings this year, which is super fun because we have a billion charts that you can just use. And all the instructions, I have this done in 3 different ways. You can get on Stitch Fiddle, Canva, or print it. So even if you don't have a printer, I've got a way for you. But you can just move them around the stocking and see like what you like and then make it. And we have some done for you stockings. It's going to be super cute. And then also for those who are tired of stockings, I've known I've done this a few years in a row. And you're like, okay, I have so many stockings. I've gifted so many stockings. I have a killer blanket also using granny squares that's coming. That's going to be super fun. So look for that this next week. I think I'm going to launch this next week after the 4th of July weekend. Everyone go celebrate the weekend that's in the United States. Enjoy your barbecues and your families. And then after that, I think I will launch because once again, I know Hannah and Michelle get this way. If we sit on something for too long, it's like ready. It's sitting there. It's so pretty. We're like, ooh, like maybe I could also do this. And you're like, am I going overboard? And I feel like that's the moment I'm in right now.
I can't believe those charts, Brianna. Like I properly squealed at you, didn't I, when you showed me those?
No. Fun. It is so. I have 40 different charts to mix and match, and my testers, they've been done. They love their stockings. They've really, really thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And it's so fun when you see people have fun with their own creativity. And I know that everyone's style of color and even, the Fair Isles type of charts you're putting on there, may not be someone else's style. So I'm giving options to match your home decor with your colors and then your theme of your Christmas home decor, or if you want to do something fun or personalize it for a friend. So it's like, for instance, if you have a friend who's in love with penguins, you could make them a penguin stocking and customize that stocking to that person. So I'm excited for the customization of this, and it's really simple to do. Plus, I have some done for you stockings too, if you just want to do one of those examples. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for Christmas in July.
It looks awesome. Yeah, so you can just hop, guys, right out of the summer cal right into Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently I am done with summer.
That's so
I've hopped to Christmas, and then we'll come back to fall.
And then do Christmas again.
I'm going to pop on here because this is the funny story that every time we start talking together, we're coming up with more ideas. So I was telling the girls, I'm like, I know I've been getting asked about, am I going to do my Christmas crochet along again? And I'm like, I don't know if I can. You know, I was thinking I've done the advent calendar and I did the minis. I'm like, maybe I just need to add something small into it. I have so much Christmas stuff now. And then we got chatting, and then we decided that we may do something together.
Exciting.
Yeah. We thought, how about we just do something together? And so we got all excited, and then we wanted to drop everything we were working on and start picking colors for another collection.
Yes.
Every time. When I told my husband, he was like, Hannah, did you say yes? I was like, of course I said yes.
Hannah not only said yes, she was also driving. We were all driving factors in that.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that, I was a driving force.
Yeah, this is what we do. We have so much fun, and we love when you guys join us and do these crochet alongs with us. Like, it's the best. We love seeing all of your stuff in our group. Like, I mean, it's been so exciting this summer. Normally things are really slowing down this time of year, but you guys have blown me away with it's been amazing. So Hannah, we have a question here for you. That's why I put you up on the screen. Hannah, will we see any more bobble patterns this year?
Ooh.
I'll try and answer, but there's a delivery person just coming, so the dog is going crazy. Or if you can hear her. So I haven't decided yet, but you might not see a bauble pattern, but you might see a bauble themed pattern.
Okay.
Which you've been seeing anyway, so.
Yeah, we're always way ahead. Really, we are. It's just, we get distracted, right, ladies? Like, it's like we're, we have these plans, and then next thing you know, this happens to me. I get derailed all the time. I'm like, I've got my plan, and then another idea comes up, and I'm just like, nope, this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
But anyways.
But that's the amazing thing about our job, isn't it? Like, we can be creative in any way we want to.
Yes.
I just said hello from Germany. It's so exciting to see people from all over the world joining in, though. Is that not so exciting?
It's so fun. I love it. I love how we connect.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone loves to, Hannah, your shawl.
Oh, thank you.
They love your shawl sweater that you're wearing. We'll put you back on the screen. It's beautiful.
It's launched and done. It's like ridiculously easy. It's just like filet crochet. Like, if you can make a granny square and do double crochets and chain spaces, you can do this. But it's mohair, and it's held double with a massive.
Pretty. Perfect for summer.
That's how we have to work with mohair, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, holding it doubled is a challenge, but it's so worth it.
Oh, I love working with mohair. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I guess I will, are you guys done? Do you have anything else you want to say? And then maybe I'll just close up my crochet along. If you have anything else you guys
I'm just excited to come on here and say, hey, I always love seeing you. Michelle, I love your crochet along. Anyone who's watching, seriously, Michelle's products are amazing. You need to jump over and get it. So I'm so excited to be on here because I love everything Michelle does, and it's been so fun to watch her launch this cal, and it's so fantastic. And FYI, so perfect for Florida. So if you want to go ahead and ship those samples to me, Michelle, I will gladly wear them for you.
You can model them for me. I was just thinking, I needed another Disney trip, and that we were going to just hop on the plane, and I can bring Bethany down, and she can model for us on the beautiful beaches of Florida.
Absolutely.
Since we seem to be stuck indoors. Again, like, we're stuck indoors because of it's finally summer and it's, we're filled with smoke. So yeah, we need to come to Florida. There's always a reason to come to Florida, right?
Yes.
Definitely. I'm up for that.
Yeah. Okay, well, guys, if you have any more questions about the cowl, make sure to pop them in really quick before I get off. But of course, you can just join the Facebook community and post your quick questions in there. Post your pictures. We love seeing them. I love seeing all of your color combinations. It's so fun. That's probably the best part for me. I love to see what you guys come up with. One thing that I have to mention I've seen a lot of is the bag turned into like a sunflower because it's round puffs. A lot of people have turned that into a sunflower and it looks so amazing. That is like so awesome that you guys have figured that out, that you can make a sunflower out of the puffs. So that looks so cute. Anyways, it was so nice seeing everybody again, and I hope you will join the community group and make sure to grab that ebook. If you're interested in the ebook, today is the last day to get all of the bonuses included with it. So make sure to grab it. That's going to end tonight. I might be lazy and it might run into tomorrow just a little bit. I get up and like shut it off, but you will be losing all those bonuses. So make sure if you're interested in the ebook to grab it. And then you'll also get the extra coupon code for my Etsy shop. You're getting the gauge guide, the perfect fit guide, and that bonus pattern. But the patterns are not going away. They'll still be on the blog. They'll still be available in my shop. So don't feel like, everything ends today. It's going to continue on. So enjoy. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. See you again.
Bye.